I'm ready.
You got to look at me.
I've been ready for a long
Oh,
time.
good. All right, go ahead.
All right. When I was had flown all my missions in Italy, I had 60 or 61 missions. And they were getting ready to send me home to the United States. But my squadron was getting shifted over to Burma. So I said, I don't even know why right now, because you were doing the things that felt like they were worth it to the country. But anyway, I said I'd stay with them until they went to Burma for the several weeks until they went to Burma, just because it felt like the right thing for me to be doing, which is partly part of after I came home, I volunteered. They asked for volunteers for a long range fighter organization in the Pacific. It was that same willingness to volunteer. My father came down to Florida to try to talk me out of it. But anyway, after I volunteered, they sent me down to Texas with my P-47N, which they had built especially to be up for something like 20 hours, a single engine fighter plane that would stay for 20 hours, because they were going to need that in the Pacific to go attack Japan. But all of this is a separate story. The main story is that when I was in Italy, and I stayed there with my squadron for the 3 weeks or so, and it rained every day, and
Where in Italy?
Jesus Christ, I think I was living in a little village on the side of Mount Vesuvius. I don't remember the name anymore. Names escape me like crazy. But anyway, there was an eruption during the time we were living there, and you could look up and see the lava coming down right at our apartment down the side of the mountain. But anyway, we played at the field. Our field was at Naples, I think, at a field at Naples that we went to, and we played at that. Probably, I'm guessing now. We probably played at that field. I had played bridge at college. Went to the finals in the school tournament, and I played a lot of bridge on the ship going over. So we played bridge every day in this tent, and it rained. And it rained, and it rained, and of course, as long as it was raining, I didn't have to go out and maybe get killed. So that was great. So that we would play bridge, and the phone would ring every once in a while, and somebody would take the phone, and the hands with the cards would stop, because maybe we would have to go fly if that was operations. And in the total 3 weeks, I flew one mission. But it was a period during which I was very much aware that if I went out, I had a very good chance of getting killed. So I was not eager to go out on another mission now that I'd flown my 61 missions or whatever the hell it was. The reason I'm telling you all this is that once they went on to Burma, and once we stopped playing cards, I have never since then touched a card. I have never played bridge since then, because bridge means to me I may get killed. It's a whole different world in which bad things can happen. It took me back into that world. The reason I'm telling you all this is that about a year ago, when they discovered I had diabetes, they took me in the hospital, and I was in the hospital for a week and a half, and it rained for a week and a half. And every day I would get up and look out the window at the rain, and there's my friend. Susan told me, you feed a cat every day, you buy him, you own him. And this little black cat had 3 kittens about 6 or 8 months ago, and the gal came in to check my blood on a Tuesday, and she saw the cat was hanging around with the 2 kittens on the stairs, and we got talking, and we thought it would be nice to give the cat some cat food, so I took some of my cat food, but that's expensive stuff. So I made a deal with Susie. Susie bought a cheap bag of cat food, and every night I bring down some cat food and put in that little blue dish at the bottom of the steps, and every morning it's gone, except when it's raining, but I haven't seen the little black kittens in months since then, but that's the cat that I own, I think. So that I'm putting food down every night, and it's gone in the morning, so I think that's the cat. Now let me go back to Italy when Oh, when I was in the hospital in Milton here, Milton Hospital, when they put me in there for a week and a half, and they discovered I had diabetes. I had been ordering lots of root beer and drinking a couple of 2-3 liter bottles every day, and I was starting to sound very stupid, more than usual. So Susie says, "What are you drinking all this root beer for?" And they took me to the doctor, and the doctor when they got me in the hospital, I had a blood sugar of 700 and something. Right now, my normal blood sugar when I take my blood in the morning is 106, 107, 109, 112. That's a big deal by the time it hits 120. But over 700, they knew there was something wrong with me. So they had me there for a week and a half. And as I say, every day I was looking out the window at the rain. And it really put me back in Italy, it really did. And it dawned on me, my entire philosophy centralized on one fact, which I tried to tell everybody after I got out. Today is all there is. That's the most complicated way I can express my philosophy now, even more than when they asked me, how are you? Yeah, they gave me another day. That's me. But also, today is all there is. And all you've got is today, and you might as well do the best you can because that's all you're going to have. And by the time you get there, it's also today. So that's my philosophy. That's what I learned. And that takes me, I think that covers the rain situation. Although when Jerry comes in here and it's raining, he looks out, he says, "Oh, it's an Irving day."